About you, and so it goes. Can you imagine how much I love you? The more I see you, as years go by, I know the only one for me won't free you, and my heart won't try. The more I see you, the more I want you. Somehow this feeling just grows and grows. With every sigh, I become more mad about you, more lost without you, and so it goes. Can you imagine how much I love you? The more I see you, as years go by, I know the only one for me can only be you. My arms won't free you, and my heart won't try. No. My arms won't free you, and my heart won't try. The more I see you, I gotta have you. You can dance every dance with the guy who gives you the eye. Let him hold you tight. You can smile every smile for the man who held your hand beneath the pale moonlight. But don't forget save the last dance for me. Oh, I know that the music's fine, like sparkling wine. Go and have your fun, laugh and sing. But while we're apart, don't give your heart to anyone. And don't forget who's taking you home and in whose arms you're gonna be. So, darling, save the last dance for me. Baby, don't you know I love you so? Can't you feel it when we touch? I will never, never let you go. I love you oh so much. You can dance, go and carry on till the night is gone and it's time to go. If he asks if you're all alone, can he walk you home? You must tell him no. 'Cause don't forget who's taking you home and in whose arms you're gonna be. Save the last dance for me.
please remain standing and turn to the north end zone for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated. Good evening, Florence family, and welcome to graduation. My name is Henry Tomlinson, and it has been my pleasure to serve as the senior class president for the 2020-2021 school year. Against all odds, we made it to this point, so I'd like to congratulate every single one of the students here tonight. And students, be sure to take in this moment. You'll only graduate from high school one time, and that time is tonight. On behalf of the student body, I'd like to thank the Florence High School faculty and staff for 3 3/4 of years of memories. So enjoy the show, and as always, go Falcons.
Good evening. On behalf of Dr. Jimmy Shaw, Superintendent of Florence City School System, the Florence City School Board, it gives me great honor to be able to welcome you all to this, our 2021 high school graduation for Florence High School. I'm very proud of these people because y'all did a wonderful job of coming in just now. I'm just going to tell you, it's exactly like we drew it up. I also want to say that it's very good to be able to see your faces. I feel like I ain't seen you in about 2 years. It's pretty awesome, pretty awesome. You know, we began the 2020-2021 school year this year with a lot of question. Will we be able to make it to Labor Day? Will we be able to make it to Thanksgiving? Will we make it to Christmas in relationship to being able to educate our students face to face? And while some students told us virtual, we were able to make it throughout the whole entire school year in a face-to-face setting, and I'm very proud of that. I want to start, yes, that deserves a round of applause because there's a lot of schools that didn't do that. I also want to take a special privilege right now to thank our teachers during the course of this school year. A lot of hard work, a lot of effort, and a lot of blood, sweat, tears, crying, fear, strength, support. Nobody ever gave us a manual on how it is that you would go about leading a school or being a school official during the course of a pandemic. But we made it, and I'm very happy about that, and I'm happy to see you all here right now. I'm not going to prolong the time up here this right now because that's not my role, but I do want to say a couple of things. Throughout your course of your high school careers, a couple of things that I hope that you were able to learn. Number one, I hope you heard me say that hard work pays off enough times to get it in your head. And the thing that I want y'all to know about that is this. In a few moments, once you graduate from high school, you all are going to compete against a whole lot of other students all across the world in the colleges that you go to and for the jobs that you're going to compete for. What I want to make sure that you all understand is that hard work will beat talent when talent gets comfortable and does not work. You all are very equipped, very bright, and have all the tools needed to be as successful as you can be in relationship to anything you choose to do. And I just want to put that out there for you. I also want to make sure that you remember to begin with the end in mind. Remember to respect each and every one that you come into contact with. And if you do those things, I promise you, you'll be better off than if you did not. Now on to my real job tonight to introduce the officials that had a role in getting you here during the course of tonight. Dr. Jimmy Shaw, our school superintendent, who's around here volunteering, driving a golf cart and helping tonight. I'd like to recognize him. Our superintendent. Dr. Lynn Heiss, our assistant superintendent of curriculum and instruction, who's also here helping tonight. Present with us to my left, we have our school board members. First, I'd like to recognize Board Vice President and District 2 Representative David Howard. District 4 Representative Tom Wissert. District 1 Representative Vicki Kirkman. And District 6 Representative Dr. Rachel Winston. Today, as employees, we celebrated the retirement of a couple of people that I also think it's important to make mention of. Our first is the Director of First Impressions for the Florence City Schools for as long as I can remember, through Superintendent after Superintendent, Miss Beth Dickerson. We wish her well in her retirement. Second, who's up there working with our ambassadors, longtime counselor in the Florence City School District, taught some of your parents in relationship to being a counselor at Bradshaw High School. But today, Ms. Glenda Page celebrated her retirement as well, and as 11th grade counselor at Florence High School, and we'd like to purposely recognize her as well. I'd like to give a special thank you to Ms. Suzanne Musgrove, our senior class presenter tonight, for the job that she'll do. Our senior class counselor, Caroline Jones, for all the work that she's put into this. Our 11th grade principal, assistant principal, Ms. Jennifer Culver Davis. Our 10th grade assistant principal, Veronica Robinson. And our senior assistant principal and career tech director, Lane Rinks. As I get ready to take my seat, a couple of things I also want to say. Our senior sponsors who've been driving around on the Gator all night long, and I'm thankful that they didn't hurt themselves, Miss Tara Bruce and Mrs. Robin Thompson. And to the parents, grandparents, and guardians tonight, I want to say congratulations to you. Tonight, we want to celebrate each of these young people as they walk across this stage and share this special moment that they've been waiting for 13, 14, 12 years in relationship to going through high school. I want to make sure that we remember, though, as we celebrate, it's very important that we don't prolong our celebration because there are other names that need to be called. And I want to make sure that everybody gets that special moment tonight to be able to hear their child's name called at the appropriate time for them to walk across this stage. At this time, it's time for me to take my seat and to call Ms. Musgrove on to get this thing started.
To begin tonight, I would like to honor our valedictorian, Mary Claire Ridgway, and our salutatorian, Samuel Braxton Stacy. It is my pleasure to also honor our top 5%, Connor Andrew Bergeron, Caroline Elizabeth Branham, Nathan Cade Brewer, Caroline Grace Campbell, Alicia Nicole Gorley, Lily Catherine Hicks, Mary Pauline Hillhouse, Tayo Hino, Madison Marie Kraft, Nat Hui Nguyen, Andy Nee, Adrian Michelle Parker, Samuel Patrick Sneed, Emily Peyton Thompson, Miles Edward Thompson, George Wilton Van Veckhoven, and Emma Catherine Walker.
Hello, everyone. My name is Braxton Stacy, and it is my honor to be the salutatorian for the class of 2021 and welcome you all here tonight. I'd like to start off by thanking all of our families for the encouragement and support they have shown us throughout our lives, the teachers for making sure we had a great senior year and working hard for it to be as normal as possible in these difficult times, the faculty and administrators in relationship to their efforts to keep Florence High School up and running, and God, who has kept us safe and allowed us to be here on this momentous occasion. I'd also like to thank all of my peers that have encouraged me and competed with me to push me to this point in my life. To be quite frank with everyone, when I first learned that I had to give a speech at graduation, I had no idea what I was going to do. Then I remembered the most important thing I learned at Florence, how to Google the answer. So I went online and read through several speeches from other schools and found absolutely nothing helpful outside of some basic templates that pretty much everyone uses. It was then that I realized the salutatorian speech should be original, and I realized that instead of some basic speech, mine need to be unique, like each and every person in our class. Bernard Kelvin Clive, a personal branding coach, once said, "Give people room to be what God created them to be. Don't force them to fit into your mold." Every single one of us has something about us in which we excel. Whether it be school, athletics, or some type of trade, we all have our own talents. And now that we have finished the great hurdle in life that is high school, it is time for us to go out and use these talents to succeed. Some of us are about to start college, while others are about to pursue a trade. And many still don't even know what they're going to do now that high school is over. But I know that no matter what each of us do, we will succeed. We have come this far in life, and we will soar even farther. The class of 2021 is the future. It is hard to believe that our time at Florence High School is over. While it may not seem like it, I believe our times in high school were some of the greatest of our lives. Many of us have made lifelong friends and created memories that will last forever. From all the late nights doing assignments at the last minute, to a global pandemic that put an early end to our 11th grade year, it has all been one great adventure. Each of us have our own moments we will cherish forever, and nothing will ever be able to diminish them. Throughout high school, we've been through some interesting years, the most notable being this past year with COVID-19 and all the struggles that it entails. All the sudden changes and obstacles truly made this year a trial to remember. From the hybrid schedule to a sudden quarantines, nothing about this year has been expected, yet we still made it. This, more than anything, proves the capability of our class in the face of adversity. It has been a difficult year for everyone, but through hard work and a will to succeed, everyone sitting here has risen to the challenge and reached the goal for this chapter of our lives. Today is the day we finally receive the diploma we have spent the past 4 years of our lives earning. As we go into the vast unknown from here, I'd like to share a Bible verse to lend encouragement to everyone. Joshua 1:9 tells us, "Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be dismayed. For your God is with you wherever you go." Now, I hope we have one last great night at Florence. Go Falcons.
Good evening, class of 2021, family, and friends. My name is Mary Claire Ridgway, and it is an honor to stand before you tonight to celebrate the major accomplishments of the Florence High School class of 2021. To start, I would like to thank the Florence City Schools Board, Superintendent Dr. Jimmy Shaw, the administration at Florence High School, including Principal Dr. Shepard, and assistant principals, Mr. Rinks, Miss Robinson, and Miss Culver Davis, and others for making this night possible. To our teachers, thank you for not only bestowing your knowledge upon us, but also assisting in our growth as we prepare to take the next big step into the real world. To our parents, family, and friends, thank you for your constant support and encouragement despite our occasional classic teenager moments. Without you all, we would not be here tonight. To the class of 2021, congratulations. Through hard work and dedication, we are graduating from Florence High School. As I reflect on the last 4 years, I am filled with pride to be a part of the class of 2021. From working together to build our homecoming float, to winning most spirited at the pep rallies, our class has shown loyalty to our school and to each other. Making both academic and athletic history, we have made our mark on Florence High School. Tonight, however, marks the beginning of a new chapter in our lives, as we are leaving the comfortable and thrown into the uncomfortable. absorbing the advice we are given, but unsure of what is really to come. As we attempt to make our mark on the world, we know we will come across obstacles, but we don't know what, or when, or why. This uncomfortableness can be frightening and intimidating, a place of loss, failure, and hardship. But it can also be a place of happiness, success, and fulfillment. Following my father through the hospital hallways throughout my childhood, I learned many important lessons. First, hospital ice cream never disappoints. And second, adversity is hard. I observed my dad as he talked to patients who had fought so hard to stay alive, and now that they had succeeded, the life they had fought for was nothing like the one they had. My dad held their hand encouragingly and told them that it takes two things to work through adversity: humility and perseverance. Humility allows us to accept the circumstances we are confronted with and forgive ourselves for our shortcomings, while perseverance reminds us to never forget who we are and who we strive to be. As we embark on this unknown journey, we must have courage and forgiveness, for it matters not what obstacles we face, but how we react to them. We must remember that the qualities that have led us to this point will continue to help us work through the adversity we will face. At the presidential inauguration this January, Amanda Gorman, only 23 years old, delivered a powerful message, and a few of the lines she spoke resided with me. Gorman exclaimed, "When day comes, we step out of the shade, aflame and unafraid. The new dawn blooms as we free it, for there is always light, if only we're brave enough to see it, if only we're brave enough to be it." Gorman acknowledges that perfection is not the goal, but stepping into the world with courage and faith is. Knowing that you will encounter obstacles is half the battle, and continuing despite this knowledge is the rest. Thank you and congratulations, class of 2021. We did it.
Have you ever felt like nobody was there? Have you ever felt forgotten in the middle of nowhere?
Have you ever felt like you could disappear? You could fall and no one would hear. Well, let that lonely feeling wash away, 'cause maybe there's a reason to believe you'll be okay. 'Cause when you don't feel strong enough to stand, you can reach out your hand. And know someone will come running, and I know they'll take you home. Even when the dark comes crashing through, when you need a friend to carry you, and when you're broken on the ground, you will be found. So let the sun come streaming in, 'cause you'll reach up and you'll rise again. Lift your head and look around, you will be found. You will be found.
comes crashing through, when you need a friend to carry you, when you're broken on the ground, you will be found. So let the sun come streaming in, 'cause you'll reach up and you'll rise again. If you only look around, you will be found. You will be found. You will be found. You will be found. Out of the shadows, the morning is breaking, and all is new. All is new. Staring at the empty, and suddenly I see that all is new. All is new.
You are not alone. You are not alone. You are not alone. You are not alone. You are not alone.
You are not alone. You are not alone.
Even when the dark comes crashing through, when you need someone to carry you, when you're broken on the ground, you will be found.
So let the sun come streaming in, 'cause you'll reach up and you'll rise again. If you only look around, you will be found. Even when the dark comes crashing through, you will be found. When you need someone to carry you, you will be found. You will be
We will now recognize and congratulate the 2021 graduates of Florence High School. Mary Claire Ridgway. Samuel Braxton Stacy. Connor Andrew Bergeron. Caroline Elizabeth Branham. Nathan Cade Brewer. Caroline Grace Campbell. Alicia Nicole Gorley. Lily Catherine Hicks. Mary Pauline Hillhouse. Tayo Hino. Madison Marie Kraft. Nat Hui Nguyen. Andy Nee. Adrian Michelle Parker. Samuel Patrick Sneed. Emily Peyton Thompson. Miles Edward Thompson. George Wilton Van Veckhoven. Emma Catherine Walker. Mary Caitlin Abernathy. Aubrey Shania Ackland. Lucero Adame. Lucy Nicole Allen. Wilmer Jimenez Ambrosio. Sarah Elizabeth Anderson. Selena Ann Anderson. Wilmar Joel Andres. Jose Ricardo Aparicio. Marianne Arias. Zane Oliver Ockley. Amani Rain Austin. Olivia Melissa Bailey. Cadence Nicole Baker. Tyrese Dion Adams. Caleb Matthew Adams. Hannah Alexis Bayless. Charmaine Alicia Benner. Mally Grace O'Neill Beavis. Harris Hudson Biddy. Ava Grace Bird. Bryson Holder Bishop. Zeke Anthony Bishop. Sydney Ann Bissell. Chloe Elizabeth Blackburn. Brianna LeKay Body. Alicio Isaiah Bonner. John Garland Brake. Warner Christian Brannon. Aurelia Makara Bridges. Tremaine Durrell Brooks. Mackenzie Taylor Bruce. Jordan Jacob Brumbelow. Miguel V. Burrows. Kanan Asa Busby. Keely Ann Buttram. Destiny LaFaith Bird. Sydney Maureen Callahan. Jamina Victoria LaShawn Calloway. Bieric Calvario. Ashley Brooke Campbell. Austin Dakota Carls. Keyshawn Ishmael Carter. Lauren Mackenzie Carter. Nevaeh Josephine Carter. Carson Chance Castile. Elena Alejandro Castellanos. Jeraylin Rashad Castle. Sophia Maya Chavez. Wilson Chin. Cameron Orion Cherry. Kiara Nicole Clardy. Harley Janine Clark. Raleigh Blaine Claunch. Ethan Thomas Clayton. Kobe Nicholas Cobb. Catherine Cole Cochran. Ernesto Scott Cole. Eric Clayton Coleman. Montoya Coman. Nyla Alexia Cook. Presley Blake Cox. Carter Joseph Creel. Brianche Denise Crittenden. Ruby Smith Cunningham. Amelie Camille Curtis. Caitlin Kiara Daniel. Harris Melvin Davidson. Madison Grace Davidson. Avery Elizabeth Davis. Abby Elise Dickerson. Lamaya Rajai Douglas. Joshua Michael Elam. Catherine Arlene Elston. James Lee Fagan. Jayla Acacia Finch. Gardner Jameson Flippo. Ayana Destiny Freeman Ford. Alex Pierce Forrester. Kaylin Nicole Fretwell. Bella Elise Fritzy. Aiden May Fuller. Amari Tynese Gabriel. Melody Jade Garner. Carrie Diane Garrett. Chase Lee Golston. Takara Shante Golston. Brianna Mackenzie Gilchrist. Chase Douglas Gilmer. Malia Vanier Goodlow. Amber Rain Gavaya. Gaspar Abimio Gregorio Pedro. Devin Campbell Gregory. Javion Derek Griffin. Avriana Janae Grigsby. Joseph Isaac Grialva. Josie Paige Grisham. Anthony Juan Guerrero. Nicholas Joseph Guerrero. Kaisha Lachey Gewins-Jones. Takoya Marie Hackbush. Clark Hughes Haddock. Devin Lee Haddock. Liam Bladen Hale. Jeffrey Caleb Ham. Juliana Hanley. Ananda Lene Hans. Mackenzie Brianne Harden. Neely Ann Harper. Landon Glenn Harshide. Malik Jamal Devon Hawkins. Kason Lee Henry. Brianna Naomi Hernandez Patricio. Hannah Homan Hibbett. Neelan Hibbett. Hannah Nicole Hill. Luke Samuel Holcomb. Constance Angelique Hollingsworth. Natalie Ann Holt. Anna Clark Holway. Anna Kate Huey. Isabella Alexandra Hughes. Luke Jackson Humphreys. Kayla Paige Hurst. Ian Alexander Infanger. Jessica Itterbitty. Akia Janae Jackson. Broderick O'Neill Jackson. Jashara Lee Jackson. Jasmine Terea Jackson. Mary Lynn Jeffries. Joshua David Johnson. Zakari Tyen Johnson. Hayden Greer Joyner. Amaya Emily Jones. Caroline Grace Jones. Emma Grace Jones. Evan Cooper Jones. Felony Ann Jones. Darian LaDrake Joplin. Peyton Kalia Joplin. William Kennedy Jordan. Kamaya Cheyenne Jordan Watson. William Thomas Kelsey. Caitlin Cheyenne Killen. Jaylyn Alyssa Kimbrough. Eric Jalen Kirkman. Kaven Nadia Anaya Kirkman. Gabrielle Lynn Knight. Hallie Reese Koger. Haley Starr Lacroix. Peyton K. Langston. Sierra Faith Latham. Trinity Grace Latham. Slayton Payne Ledlow. Alandis Jamar Lee. Diamond Malicia Lewis. Madison LaChaney Liner. Michaela Orlexis Liner. Amara Jane Littleton. Catalina Rain Littleton. Jatavian Talik Lovelace. Yermi Luna Galvez. Jermaine Kafter Lynn. Samuel Benjamin Mactoff. Michael Jackson Maynard Jr. Mary Stella Mangina. Ella Elizabeth Mann. Deshaun James Martin. Haley Christine Martin. Hollis Nathaniel Martin. Preston Hunter McAlexander. Jackson Mitchell McCreeless. Nicholas Cole McDuffa. Zoe Grace McGuire. Nicholas Allen McPhail. Kansas Paige McWhirter. Casey Diane Mears. Georgia Bryn Miners. Jesse Salvador Mendoza. Alice Mackenzie Montgomery. Michael Raphael Mercado. Anessa Lee Merchant. Ethan Kane Miller. Taylor Victoria Miller. Dakota Morgan. Emily Elise Morrison. Caitlin Elizabeth Moses. Anthony Christopher Murphy. Cecily Jaden Nance. Raymond Elvis Nance. Kaylin Kendall Napier. Ivan Donahue Nelson. Ryan Elijah Nelson. Zachary Clay Newbern. Anna Caroline Oglesby. Chandler Ray Owens. Elijah Desmond Owens. Hunter Zane Parker. Cody James Parrish. Forum Jatendra Patel. Summer Ashlyn Peden. Lakin Tyer Peters. Allyric Marielle Deshiana Phillips. Cosmo Dylan Phillips. Sarah Jordan Phillips. Logan Spencer Pickle. Christopher Preston Peroni. Autumn Hope Pyre. Wyatt Levi Plank. Nia Iman Pulley. Riley Evan Quick. Donar Melvin Alvarado Ramos. Yobani Ramos Quintana. Jeremy Nathan Ray. Daisy Kate Raymond. Tyler Michael Reeves. Tamarion Jeremiah Deshawn Reeder. Lily Grace Rhodes. Jada Chartanice Rice. Coleman Thomas Richardson. Robert Lee Ritchie. Jaquilas Kevion Ricks. Kadarius Dontavius Ricks. Lamarcus Dwayne Ricks. Devin Wesley Riggs. Brianna Michelle Roberts. Jamarcus Dontrell Robinson. Kaylin Marcus Robinson. Lauren Alexandra Rowling. Edwin Rojas. DeJoy Elise Roy. Caitlin Trinice Roy. David Joseph Rubelin. John Thomas Russell. Keandre William Russell. Makai Ashad Russell. Trayton Lee Russell. Deshaun Dewan Rutledge. Taisha Eileen Angelica Ryan. Evan Parker Sager. Getsi Salgado Tuchal. Eduardo Haziel Sanchez. Maggie Lee Sanders. Cheyenne Rose Scarborough. Kate Elizabeth Scott. Kaylee Carolina Scruggs. Andrea Kathleen Segura. Aiden Diana Cynical. Daniel Blair Shanahan. Brock Pittman Scherer. Macaulay Celeste Shepard. Jeffrey Sherrod. Denaya Ari Simpson. Aaron Charles Skipworth. Abigail Jean Smith. Devontae Lapricus Smith. Takaya Cheyenne Smith. Elizabeth Louise Smith. Jonathan Dwayne Smith. Lily Estelle Smith. Caleb Quinn Stanfield. Nigel Frank Manuel Stewart. Olivia Marie Stewart. Cody Parker Stowe. Joanne Louise Stutz. Jenna Mae Swanson. Melina Cheyenne Sweeney. Christian Travion Taylor. Grant Allen Taylor. Hannah Marie Taylor. Rachel Lachey Taylor. Antonius Latrent Thaxton. Samantha Christine Thigpen. Jamaria Donche Thompson. Kiana Michelle Thompson. Kalia Deanna Thompson Bennett. Caleb Dion Thompson Bennett. Kobe Latrell Thornton. Ty Alexander Lewis Threet. Henry Robert Tomlinson. Uriel Triplett. Brianna Renee Trousdale. Shakina Sanglau. Riley Jane Sillis. Jacob Reed Tucker. Ashlyn Wednesday Underwood. Abigail Snow Updike. Haley Regina Vaden. Jennifer Christina Vaden. Molly Brianne Vick. Cindy Vidal. William Sean Waldrop. Evan Daniel Watkins. Alan McLean Watson. Jonathan Douglas Weeks. Tiasian Shanari West. John Paul White. William Parker White. Donald Andrew Whitehead. Jamia Ashay Whiteside. Andrew Joseph Weisman. Bentley James Wilkinson. India Sinclair Williams. Kylan Nige Williams. LaDeja Sarai Williams. Lila Grace Williams. Michaela Rain Williams. Joseph Allen Williford. Thomas Isaac Raymond Willis. Jekiah Mike Wise. Kwamisha Khalil Wooden. Jabrea Renee Woods. Jada Lakira Yarbrough. Alyssa Annette Yates. Brittany Suzanne Young. Kristen Rain Young.
Graduates, this is your moment. If you'll please all rise. At this time, as the principal of Florence High School, with the power invested in me by the State Board of Education, the Florence City Board of Education, and Superintendent Dr. Jimmy Shaw, as the principal, I now declare you official graduates of Florence High School. Jalen Kirkman, Adrian, if you'll make your way to the stage for the singing of the alma mater.
Please stand with us as we sing the alma mater. It should be on the back of your programs. Thank you. We honor thee, our Florence High, strong, enduring, true. Falcon soar on silver wings through the royal blue. By your sides we take flight, proud, determined, free. We will strive for and achieve strength through unity. We pledge our loyalty.
Before the music begins, I've got a couple of house cleaning things I need to say. First off, we need to remain standing in the audience until the last person is marched out of the stadium. They will march out of the stadium and head up there and get their diplomas, and we can take pictures and love on them afterwards. We can play.